Violet Anderson works as a waitress at a small diner in California, sharing a cramped apartment with her best friend Tracy. One ordinary evening, 5 intimidating men walk into the diner, led by a tall, dark-haired man with a cold, sharp gaze, Vincenzo Mercanti. The air shifts with their dark, dangerous aura, and all the staff avoid their table. Violet and Tracy push the task onto their French co-worker Carl, too unsettled to approach the group. From the moment he lays eyes on Violet, Vincenzo is fixated. He orders his right-hand man Giovanni to find out everything about her, and within minutes, Giovanni hacks the diner's system and pulls up her full name, age, background, and address. "I want her," Vincenzo says flatly, ordering Giovanni to kidnap her that night. The plan is delayed when Violet is attacked by her abusive ex-boyfriend Derek outside the diner. Tracy intervenes, and Violet kicks Derek away before retreating inside. Witnessing the altercation, Vincenzo tenses with rage, but an emergency call about a stolen drug shipment forces him and his men to leave early, leaving a $300 tip behind. 2 days later, after Tracy's birthday celebration, Violet walks home alone from closing the diner. A car pulls up beside her, and a man grabs her, pressing a chloroform-soaked cloth over her mouth. She struggles briefly before blacking out. Violet wakes with a splitting headache in a lavish, unfamiliar bedroom. She panics, screaming and pounding on the locked door until a deep voice speaks from the shadows. Vincenzo steps into the light, and Violet instantly recognizes him from the diner. "I don't want anything from you. I want you," he smirks, telling her the room is now hers permanently. Furious and terrified, Violet hits his chest and threatens to call the police, but Vincenzo only laughs at her defiance. He leaves to get ready for dinner, locking her inside. Desperate to escape, Violet climbs out the first-floor window and runs into the surrounding forest. She runs for 10 minutes, convinced she is free, until 5 SUVs surround her. Vincenzo steps out, calm and amused. "Run as much as you want. I'll always find you," he says. His men introduce themselves, Giovanni, Paolo, Errico, and Mario, and Violet learns Vincenzo's full name. She tries to bargain, offering money and silence, but Vincenzo only tells her to follow him willingly or be dragged. Defeated, she gets in the car. Back at the mansion, Violet refuses to come down for dinner. When Errico drags her to the dining room, she snaps at Vincenzo for ignoring her, then smashes his wine glass on the floor. Vincenzo roars in anger, and the two scream at each other until Violet breaks down sobbing. Giovanni pulls Vincenzo away to calm down, and Mario helps Violet back to her room. The next day, Vincenzo and his men leave to hunt down Elijah Robbie, the second in command of the rival Dark Blood gang that has been targeting them. They capture Elijah, who reveals he hates his mysterious masked boss and offers to spy for them in exchange for power. Vincenzo agrees, plants a tracker on him, and lets him go. While Vincenzo is gone, Violet explores the mansion and discovers the massive kitchen, where she learns the estate houses over 150 people. That night, she tries to escape again through the back gate, but is caught by guards after running through the forest. She twists her ankle during the chase. Vincenzo is furious when he returns. He drags Violet to his office and corners her, growling that she belongs to him. When Violet keeps resisting, he threatens to hurt Tracy and Carl if she tries to run again. Terrified for her friends, Violet agrees to stop escaping. Vincenzo then tells her she must accompany him to a high society party as his date. With no choice, she accepts. At dinner, Violet overhears the men speaking Italian and realizes who they really are. Vincenzo confirms he is the Don of the Sicilian clan, the most powerful Italian mafia in the US. Violet is horrified, calling him a murderer, but Vincenzo only growls that this is her life now. That night, stylists dress Violet in a pale blue off-the-shoulder gown and do her hair and makeup. When Vincenzo sees her, he freezes, struck by how beautiful she looks. They arrive at the party in a limousine, and everyone stares as they walk in. Vincenzo introduces her as his date and warns her not to speak to anyone or leave his side. Mid-party, Derek confronts Violet, demanding to know why she is with a mafia boss. Before she can answer, gunshots ring out. Vincenzo shoves Violet under a table and fires back. In the chaos, Derek tries to pull Violet away, but Errico stops him and leads Violet toward the back exit. They are stopped by police, led by Detective Johns, who has been hunting Vincenzo for years. Johns questions Violet about being kidnapped, but she stays quiet, knowing Tracy will be heard if she speaks. Vincenzo arrives and takes her away, and the police let them go for lack of evidence. Back at the mansion, the tension between Violet and Vincenzo is thick. He follows her to her room and slowly unzips her dress from behind, his touch sending shivers down her spine. He says goodnight and leaves, leaving Violet confused and shaken. The next morning, Violet is woken with the news that Tracy is coming to visit. Vincenzo orders her to pretend they are a happy couple or Tracy will suffer. Violet agrees. When Tracy arrives, she gushes over how rich and handsome Vincenzo is and teases Violet for dating a mafia boss. Violet forces a smile, lying that she is happy and in love. Tracy also admits she has a crush on Giovanni. After Tracy leaves, Vincenzo takes Violet down to the basement torture room. A bloodied, bound man sits in a chair, a traitor who killed 2 of Vincenzo's men. Violet watches in horror as Errico tortures the man, burning his flesh and cutting off his finger. She screams and begs them to stop, but Vincenzo says she needs to see his true nature. Overwhelmed, Violet faints and Vincenzo catches her, carrying her back to her room. When Violet wakes, she is terrified and furious. She tells Vincenzo he is a monster and she never wants to see him again. Vincenzo argues that the traitor deserved it and that this is the life she is now part of. He leaves her alone and Violet breaks down crying, traumatized by what she saw. The next day, Vincenzo tells Violet she and Tracy can go back to work, but a bodyguard named Milenio will follow them everywhere for protection. Violet argues, but Vincenzo says it is either that or she stays locked in the mansion forever. She gives in. On the drive to the diner, their car is suddenly ambushed in a hail of bullets. Milenio ducks down and calls Vincenzo, who barks orders to head to the warehouse. Is Violet okay? He demands over the phone. Shaking, Violet answers yes as gunfire rattles the car.